I'm going to turn this beet into paint.
I'm having a hard time pronouncing beetroot right now, but beetroot won this month's Patreon vote. So it's time to dissect some beets. I sliced them into strips to expose as much surface area as possible. We will be doing an isopropyl alcohol extraction. After I had enough, I stored them in test tubes, covering with the alcohol. I let them rest overnight to extract the red. If you would like to be a part of the monthly paint vote and see bonus colors, go sign up on my Patreon. I would appreciate it. The link is in the description. And thank you to everyone who has already. Your support is helping me make these videos, and that's really awesome. Once ready, I opened up my concoction and poured it into some warm water. I feel like the Dexter of paint making, giving him a run for his money. The next step is heating up the solution, getting it warm enough to dissolve the binding agents.
While the beets heat up, let's have a beer.
Now that the solution is heated, we will bind the dye with aluminium sulfate, stirring until dissolved. Next up is sodium bicarbonate, or washing soda, which will precipitate the dye, forming solid pigment. What a striking color. My favorite part is pouring the paint. This particular batch oxidized incredibly fast, so I ended up using the other vial of extract, which at this point had sat for 3 days. I streamed it on Twitch at Warren Paint, following all the same steps. What you are seeing now is the extraction I got during the stream, still holding on to some of that pink. I let it dry for a few days. Once it is bone dry, I will crush it in the mortar and pestle. At this point, I was feeling a bit disheartened, expecting the worst. The color was not promising me that royal blood red. I added in the linseed oil with clenched fists. I was right. Quite disappointing, but we're not done yet. Let me know what you'd like to see me turn into paint next, and join the community Discord to never miss a paint-making episode. I am still craving the red, so I dried some thin slices of beets in the oven. Immediately going into the mortar and pestle. Once it was fine enough, I strained the pigment. This looks a lot more promising. Now I will add in the linseed oil and mold the paint. and later on, I'll add in some titanium white to see its full range of color. This is stunning. What a fantastic shade of red. It feels so warm. I wish it was more archival. Sadly, since it is literally just the beet, it will deteriorate very quickly. The dye extraction may be a viable option with a good antioxidant. I will have to experiment again, but for the color alone, of course, this paint gets a sincere 5 out of 5. Have a good day.